Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Right now, it is a very exciting time to be a UFC fan. Not only do we have UFC 280 tomorrow, which is just an absolutely stacked card. So many fights that I'm excited for leading up ultimately to the main event of Charles Oliveira against Islam Makhachev, which is going to be an absolute banger. I'm just so excited. Ready. Tomorrow can't come soon enough. But today we also have some big news out of the UFC world to talk about. According to Dana White in a recent, I don't know if this is an interview, press conference, exactly where this was coming from, but everyone's posting about this right now. Dana White is saying that Colby Covington versus KHAMZAT Chimaev could be the co-main event for Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 3. This would obviously be a just absolutely stacked card for the welterweight division, where it would have so many storylines, so many just easy transgressions into the future, or I don't know, progressions into the future. I don't know what the right word is there, but it would just set up everything for the future. Obviously, the winner of that co-main could very easily be the next title contender, whoever it is. KHAMZAT against either Leon or Kamaru is an easy fight that's going to sell amazingly well. Colby has beef with Leon. Colby has beef with Kamaru. Do people necessarily want to see Colby versus Kamaru 3? Probably not really, but this is also Kamaru that he's now been defeated against Leon Edwards, and this would also be Colby coming off a win against KHAMZAT as well. This is just an absolute banger in so many ways, and this is one of the big fights that fans have been asking for, because the criticism of Colby Covington for so long is like, he's been a top contender for a while. He's obviously very talented. He's had some close fights against Kamaru Usman, but hey, Colby Covington never fights the top guys in this division. He fights guys like, Tyron Woodley after his prime when he's on the way down. Yeah, Colby Covington, he'll eat him up to get another easy title shot. But a lot of these hungry guys, a lot of these dogs in the welterweight division, Colby, really dodges for the most part. I mean, let's look at some of his recent fights. I say this as like a fan of Colby Covington, the fighter. But his fights as of late are Robbie Lawler, Kamaru Usman, Tyron Woodley, Kamaru Usman, and Jorge Masvidal. He has not exactly been going through killers as of late. And Rafael dos Anjos, people would consider that definitely a very impressive win. That was in 2018. Over the last 4 years, outside of his title shots against obviously a very dangerous Kamaru Usman, he just hasn't exactly been running the gauntlet, even though the welterweight division has had tons of very exciting fighters. So this has been a common criticism of Colby. So him actually taking on a very dangerous, very scary up-and-coming guy in KHAMZAT Chimaev would be very fun and exciting to watch. Obviously, on the KHAMZAT side, the questions and the controversy are going to be around his ability or lack thereof to potentially make weight. We still don't really understand what the heck exactly happened last time, why he didn't make weight, what was going on, what the issues were, if this is something that's going to plague him going forward into his career. There was some talk of whether Dana White and the UFC would force him to move up to 185, whether they'd risk letting him cut to 170 again. And even if this fight gets booked, is it going to even end up playing out? Is it going to have to be moved to a catch weight? Are they going to have to end up fighting at 185? Who knows what the heck is going on there? But obviously, Colby been dealing with all the Masvidal, getting jumped and potential lawsuits and all that stuff going on. Seems like he's back on track. We've seen videos of him, training in the gym, getting ready to go, all that stuff as of late. Does make me wonder, when are we going to see Colby actually get back into the ring? When are we going to see Masvidal actually get back into the ring? I know he's been kind of having some back and forth with Leon as of late, but that doesn't seem like that's going to be happening until at least the next couple fights. Masvidal's probably a couple fights away from another title contention. Maybe he's going to fight Burns, something like that. Who the heck knows? But and as far as Chimaev, just on an absolute shredder since he's gotten into the UFC. With that win against Burns, his recent win against Kevin Holland, they're just going to continue to build the star power for Chimaev. And again, there's been the questions of whether he's going to go up to 185, 170, whatever. He's a top contender at both. He's one of the biggest draws in the UFC at both. But he does need to be a professional, and that's what some of the criticism of him has been about. Again, it is reported and rumored that this fight could potentially be going down in England. I know Leon says he wants to fight there. He says, hey, if Usman Usman wants his rematch. He needs to come fight in my own backyard. The English crowds have been absolutely insane since the UFC has started going there again. They have been just electric. I mean, and it's so easy to make that cards with so many great, English and British fighters right now. But this would be an absolute banger. This would be an insane pay-per-view. I do hope this gets done. I know a lot of people are hoping a fight like this does get done. But this is the latest rumor coming out today. Again, not a done deal. We don't know if Leon and Kamaru 3 is going to be in England just yet, and we don't know when or where it's going to be happening just yet. And Colby against Chimaev is not done. It's not official, anything like that yet. But Dana White is just saying, hey, it makes sense. We're going to talk about it. We'd love to get this thing done. They know the fans would love this. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited and definitely hoping that this one does get done. Pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Peace.